Hello, everybody. This is Captain Valen of Vagabond Gaming, bringing to you a Sage Run Hills Have Bones Extravaganza D&D Cursplosion. It's a lot of cool stuff. I am joined tonight by the Thursday crew for the Boneyard, if you will. I play Seto, the Eladrin Rogue. Also with me is... Anybody jump in?
I'm Mike.
Sage.
I play Steve, the Furblog Druid.
Nice.
Joey Crack, aka Jorg.
There we go. And
I play Walden, the Warforged Barbarian, also known as Warforged, assembled for life defense and extrajudicial nullification. My name is Zoe. Sometimes I forget. Sometimes I have to take a minute and remember my own.
And we are led by the intrepid, the incomparable, the imaginatively dope. Sage yourself, please take it away.
Hey, it's Sage, and today we're going to do another episode of The Hills Have Bones. Last week, the group fended off politely Michaeloids, and after having a small one-way conversation with them, they deduced that something was happening in the swamps that was driving the fish away and driving the sharks in. And we set our adventure back in an area of the coast with a small house, a fisherman who is rather confused, having an existential crisis. That happens often with people around this group. We have some stolen fish and a task to do. So, group, with that said, your last lead led you towards either the Swamp Maiden or the swamp itself. Discuss.
So you can see Seto just stuffing his pot. Like everything is secured underneath his cloak, but it's definitely got some bulges. He's like, so I say we head towards this swamp. Where there's a swamp maiden, right?
Yeah.
That seems very logical, and the swamp seems like the most understandable destination.
Yeah, the second you said that sounds logical, he just puffs up his chest. Is like, damn right. He's like, all right, so we're heading off to the swamps. All right. And it
just to verify from last week, the Mushroom People, they were leading us there?
They were leading you there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm just following the Mushroom People.
Yeah.
Okay. So the Mushroom People, they kind of, I don't know, wobble away from the coast and lead you towards the swamp.
I wobble with them. Politely.
Keeping a safe distance, but following.
Yeah, I'm walking with Steve, just following.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm right behind them.
Bear with me. Oops. That was not what I meant to do. What month are you? What month? What season are you?
I'm still summer. We haven't long rested.
Summer. Cool. Okay. The Myconoids don't seem to want to stay in the area, so they they lead you in the direction of the swamp. You arrive at the swamp, and they kind of scuttle away. There's something here that they don't want to be around.
So they're avoiding specific parts of the swamp?
It seems like, from what you can tell, this area is just a place they don't want to be.
Okay.
Let's see.
I thank them as well as I can with hand gestures and 4 fingers. Yay. And then I look around the area and investigate for weird swamp things.
And
Okay.
I'm rolling with him, kind of mainly right now functioning as a protector rather than, I guess, antagonist that he was the other day. And helping him search, so you have advantage. I'm using my help action.
Okay, roll me investigation. What specifically are you trying to find?
I'm just kind of like assessing the area. Like, does anything look weird for a swamp? I guess nothing in particular.
Okay.
Bleh. That was not good.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, did you not? Why did it not go? I guess it didn't go through.
It's okay, I can see it. It's a 13. And a 7, is that? Okay, so you look around the area of the swamp you're in. You notice that there aren't the spores in the water here. That seems to be almost missing from the swamp. You notice that there's very little disturbance in this area and it's very quiet.
I listen for any noises at all.
Roll me perception. It's dead quiet. It's eerily quiet. You can't even hear frogs. And there's lily pads. You think you should hear frogs.
Okay.
I have a potentially really bad idea.
I think we have the same bad idea.
I like it.
So Walden kind
I'm
of goes up to the
listening.
group and is like, I have analyzed the situation and I have an idea that may cause us to have greater understanding of the unusual properties of this swamp. But in that course, if there is a threat, it may call it to our attention. So I want to clear it with everybody to acknowledge this plan before we pursue it. I wish to take any. Are there like big rocks around?
Don't worry about the big rocks. Continue the plan. I think I know where you're going, and great minds think alike.
If there are threats hiding in this swamp that have driven out the myconoids, then if we make a suitable enough wave disturbance in the swamp, then they should be displaced or poke their head out of the swamp and we can identify them.
Aye.
If there are any big rocks around, I'm willing to throw one in whatever direction to see if we can find anything.
That's when all of you hear a deafening, cracking boom as Valen shoots into the water, right into the spot where everything's being avoided.
Can you ping on the map where you believe that to be?
Where they were, you said they were avoiding this spot over here, right?
No, just the whole map. They just don't want to be anywhere near this area.
Oh. All right, then
okay.
I'm like right into the fucking center of this bitch.
Just
Kablam.
there then. Okay. And what are you doing? Like,
I'm just shooting my gun into it. There's nothing special.
okay, cool.
But it's loud. Like nothing is as loud as a gun in this world, except for probably thunderstones. Do they have those in 5e? Anyway,
I have no idea.
Wow.
Okay.
Real thunder.
but yeah, y'all just heard a gun for the first time.
As you hear the noise almost ricochet against the air and create a loud thundering crack, you hear a rustle and some kind of ripples from the other side of the swamp.
Okay.
Can we see?
Like a general location.
All right, and
Okay.
I guess
all
then
the way over there.
another crack, and I shoot where the ripples are.
Okay, so here?
Yeah, you said it
Okay.
was on the other side, right? So over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me just... Yeah, that's within range. Okay, cool.
Actually, I gotta roll a die 20 real quick.
Okay.
If I get a 1, it misfire. Okay. If I get a 1, it misfires. It doesn't like
Okay.
hitting things doesn't matter for this, but the misfire still does.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay. So, upon that disturbance... Oops. Hold on. Do. Shit. Give me a second.
Oh, really quick, can I ask
Yeah.
that? Did the civilization that Walden was built from have firearms?
No,
No firearms. Okay.
no. I'm going to say that firearms are recent, and the civilization you're from is older.
Right. Okay.
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 Giant crab.
Giant crab and
Lady.
What?
Like the
So
human.
like a Sahagin?
Okay. As you shoot over by the ripples, out of the kind of swamp itself seems to form this shape of a man, but it's not a man. Let me just. It looks human-esque, but something is very wrong with it.
Oh yeah, there's something wrong with
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Oh boy.
Very pixelated. There's something wrong with that.
God damn it.
Oh fuck.
No, it's okay. So it looks like a goopy swamp goop.
I suppose it is a goopy swamp goop. Roll initiative.
Rolling initiative.
Let me just do. There's a way to do this on my end, isn't there? Let me
Oh.
do it before. Oh, I found
forgot
this
to
last
re-download
time.
The extension. God damn it.
We have to highlight ourselves. I've been muted for like way too long. We need to highlight ourselves, and then click initiative on the character, even if it's in D&D Beyond.
Yeah, but I need to open turn order, and I've forgotten where that is. Somehow I've managed to forget that.
Oh,
I knew it last week. This week I forget. Where is it?
Beyond 20.
does that create it? Son of a dick shit.
Where is? I found it.
Wow, that's bad.
Well,
Oh, okay.
at least that wasn't a misfire.
Okay. Let me do mine. Sorry about that.
That's fine. Oh, here it is. Okay.
Okay. I did not. I rolled the wrong.
All right, so I had to re-download Beyond 20, but I can send a screenshot proving that I did roll a nat 20 on this initiative.
Oh,
I believe you. Right, hold on. There's
21
right,
total.
21 total. Drat got 5. You all got an 8. How did I have that?
Also, while we're waiting, I will say like Walden wasn't Walden probably didn't have the same reaction most everybody else did when the gunshot went off. Like didn't physically recoil, but they are now. They for about a couple seconds they fixated on this new interesting piece of technology, but then battle happened, so routines have been shifted.
Hmm.
yeah. Fucking what's his? Yeah. Steve's the only one that would be like, it ain't no thing. He's done this before.
Yeah. I mean, it's still like
Jarring.
shocking to have a gun shot behind you. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of agitated, but I've heard it before.
Yeah, especially with like no warning.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
well, at least Steve would know that Summer is very much a shoot first and not really much of questions kind of guy.
Hmm.
Summer is very aggressive.
Good old swamp man.
Swamp Man.
You don't know what he is
Mang.
yet.
I just
Swamp
watched an
man.
episode of
He's a
Harley
swamp
Quinn
man.
that had swamp
Crab.
thing in it. Oh, there's crabs. That's pesky.
Joe, you
One crab.
Have you been
Typical
pressing where
crab.
it says initiative and then like a number?
Oh, no,
You've
I-
been pressing that specifically.
No, I was clicking onto the side of it.
Just click the number.
Okay. Let me try this again.
Yeah, little like D20 with a B on
If
it.
he's
to
on
show
his
up.
phone, which I think he is,
No,
it
no,
might-
no, no.
Oh,
I'm using the laptop. I'm using the laptop.
All right, good.
Yeah, no, I know better than to try to use the phone in this shit.
fair, respect.
What in the fuck? It is not letting.
Did you get the extension?
Yeah, there
It
now.
was working last time.
Oh, that's a terrible roll.
Oof.
Oh man,
Okay.
Still,
Oops.
man, we suck.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Dude,
did good.
seriously.
All right, well, you good. The rest of us suck.
Yeah, I got that natural.
Oh, I
one.
remember. Sorry, I'm remembering how I did it last time. I'm an idiot. I just. Oh, I'm not an idiot. I don't know how I did it.
Hmm.
Wait. Oh, because now I'm on the wrong layer?
I don't know what you're doing.
Yes. Okay. No, I'm still working out Roll20 a little bit. There we go. That's got your picture. Okay, cool. Fantastic. Okay, well done. There's a swampy swamp man. What are you gonna do? He looks hostile. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so it's pretty far away.
Yep.
Like, like 100 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm assuming the swamp is rough terrain.
Yes. Not swimming, but is rough terrain.
Yeah, that's not great. What is my range? Oh, hand axe for range is 2060. That's not great. I have a javelin that can go up to 120, but I'd have disadvantage on it. I guess I could just. I guess I could just move dash and just spend my whole turn. I'm not going to get very far, but it's really all I can do. So if I move, so I can go to like 30 to like get into the rough terrain,
Mhm.
and then I can dash for another 15 in it, so I can go from there to like somewhere around here.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm just gonna do that.
Okay.
So it's the crab's turn. And the crab advances towards you. There. And he moves to here. He's
Oh,
a
that's
crab.
fast crab.
He's not really affected by the swamp.
He's a crab.
Hmm.
I
It'd be
really
weird if
thought
crab was
this
affected by
whole
the swamp.
thing right here was the entire swamp, and now I just feel stupid and silly.
You got
No.
like. the
That's why I
beginning
was
of the
shooting
forest
in
temple
like
right there,
just
so
this
come on
little
now.
fucking space, basically just splashing in a puddle. But
Yeah, pretty much.
You
If
really
it
learned the
hadn't-
frog in a barrel lesson, huh? You
Yeah.
didn't even need me hook.
Ugh.
Damn.
If
Yeah.
it didn't bring up the creatures, I would have there would have been like, it would be more advantageous if you shot out there, went into the
Fuck
largest
me.
swamp.
Oh my god, it's just. Anyway, let's continue, shall we?
And the swamp man advances. He gets to here, and then he seems to become one with the swamp.
Oh,
Oh shit. Okay. So like he blends in.
Yeah, you really can't see him that well anymore
very swamp.
Is
because
there
he's a swamp
any-
man.
Is there any way that we can detect him or no?
Yes, there are ways you can detect him.
Okay.
Gotta figure those out.
Yes.
Yeah.
He basically has cover. He's not invisible.
Oh, he gone.
Yeah, because he's a really swampy boy in a swamp.
Okay.
No. Okay, but you don't see him do anything.
Okay.
I'm also gonna assume, since Walden's at Warforged, he's getting moist because he's in a swamp.
He is, yes.
All right,
Yeah.
just making sure.
I'm like knee high, I would assume.
Yeah, it's rough terrain, but it's not like it's only about knee high.
Okay. And I was about to say, even though he's invisible, we could still hear him walking or moving, right?
Yes.
I bet.
Okay. Valen, it is your turn.
Oh wow, we progressed that quick. Then I will be moving 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Remember, it's rough terrain.
Even in the non-watery parts?
No, just the watery part. I'm just saying, like.
Oh, okay,
remember
because
the
that's
rough
why I
terrain.
went around like that
Okay, cool.
to go over here.
Okay.
And I'm taking the turn to reload.
Okay.
Good thing the creatures spawned on the other side of the swamp, or else you would have just been like, "Oh shit!"
No, then they would have tasted my rapier. I'm ready for this shit. Fucking
First
Zorro some
combat.
shit up.
Right. Steve, it is your turn.
I'll move to about y'all ish.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna see if I could see what these creatures actually are before I make any actions.
Yeah. I'm gonna go for nature.
Night
Because
check.
you're identifying a creature, nature.
Yeah. Oh, that wasn't good.
Okay, a 7. I'm gonna say from what you can see, which is pretty much only the crab. They don't really look like the crab itself. Doesn't look like it's from this area. Like it almost stands out too much. But you can't really tell what crab it is.
Gotcha. Is it big boy crab?
It's a big boy crab.
Big boy crab. So I think it's proportionate to the crab and the me.
The crab is the correct scale on the map.
That's a big boy crab.
It's a
That's
big boy crab.
Giant crab.
It's a giant ass
Fucking
crab.
Chonker crab.
It is
You're
larger
fucking
than
eating
most of
tonight,
you.
boys.
Chonker crab.
That's a chunker crab.
Can I do anything else this turn? Like prep a
You
thing?
could move a little more, but I believe the nature check is a turn.
All right. Well, I'm done.
Okay. Jorg, it is your turn.
I'm gonna move up by Steve,
Yep.
and I'm gonna see if I can notice anything moving our way.
Let me just double check something.
Okay.
Okay. So you only have 30 feet of movement on that terrain. The rule is to check how far you can move, but that's what the squares are about.
Oh,
But
yeah.
Yeah. But I'm just going to help you out by moving you where you can. Yeah? Yeah?
Help me out, please.
Okay. So you can move
I gotta move back a little bit.
here. Yeah. If that's 35, you can probably move here. Or actually here.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that works.
Okay.
I appreciate you.
No, that's all right. I'm just, yeah.
For sure.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Just basically repeat what everyone else is doing, trying to keep an eye out on everything.
Okay. Cool. Walden, it is your turn.
Okay, so I've got somebody who I can't really see well, and then a crab quickly coming in my direction.
Yes.
So I think I'm not going to move any further forward. I'm going to use my bonus action to go into a rage.
Yep.
So, like Walden's chest part, like both front and back, like starts like slowly glowing like like orange and then bright red, and you hear this like whirring fan just like go into overdrive as Walden's like overclock protocols kick into action. Let's see, that crab is 45.
Very crabby. He's a big boy, though.
He's a big boy.
You probably don't have to hug him.
Well, I'm thinking. Well, my advantage on this will cancel out the disadvantage. I can throw a hand axe. Try to deal some damage before he gets into melee range.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna throw a hand axe at him.
Okay, let me check the crab stats.
Okay.
Crab has
Very crab.
Unfortunately, that is a miss.
Okay.
Now you got an axe.
I can grab it later. That's all I'm going to do on my turn. I'm going to stay here, wait for them to come to me.
Okay. So the crab, seeing your lack of aim, takes that as an invitation to move forward. And he advances to here.
Whoa.
And he wiggles.
Wiggle.
All right.
Oh,
The
no.
wiggle of his people.
Wiggle.
Okay. He's just wiggling.
He's just wiggling, like he's trying to like threaten you in his head, but
Oh,
the
he's
Lord
doing that
knows
whole
what you think.
thing.
Yeah, the crab video.
The Swamp Man, however,
You don't know?
Question. I'm planning my next turn. Does this shallow bit of water right?
Hold on a second.
Oh, yes.
I'm just checking the reach on my
Okay.
tendrils. Okay. Cool. Okay, the Swamp Man approaches. He gets up out of the swamp, like he goes from kind of being one with it and comes up, and then he lashes out
Whoa.
a tendril of like moss and gunk towards you, Walden.
Right?
And he, if I'm reading this correctly, I'm going to roll a d20. And he hits this tree, and it seems to latch to the tree,
Whoa.
and he's now actually fighting with the tree to get part of him back.
Oh, okay.
Because he rolled a 1.
Oh no.
What was your question, Valen?
All right. These shallows here,
Yes,
they're shallow. Like, do they count as the same rough
they are
terrain
still
as
rough
this?
terrain.
Okay.
They are still rough terrain because it's muddy. It's not so much the water as the mud that's the problem.
All right. Then can I use acrobatics to jump over it?
What, and get onto the island?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
essentially more or less up into the tree.
Yeah, okay.
I'll allow it, but it's going to be a moderately high roll because you're wanting to essentially alley-oop yourself over the mud and then up a tree.
All right.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Fuck it. We ball. Where's my acrobatics? Oh, I don't okay. I immediately regret this decision I forced upon myself. Hey, 19.
19.
Hey.
And with a swish and a flick, you up the tree.
Whoosh.
You have a relatively good vantage point from this spot.
All right.
this counts as high ground up this tree.
Super dope. And on his way up, he's like, Wally, close the distance. You got to get closer. Or bring them closer or something. And then he just falls deathly silent as he hides.
Does he
That
stealth?
tree. Yes, I will be rolling that
Okay.
presently with my fucking +8.
Presently.
Jiminy crackers. I had to
You
talk
believe
shit.
you are hidden.
Oh, I believe it, all right.
Okay. Steve, it is your turn.
Steve. How far can I go?
Well, you've got where you like anything that's essentially blue is rough terrain, which cuts your speed in half, and you get 30 feet of movement.
I get 30, so I can go.
You could probably get 20 foot because some of you is on good terrain. From if you're going that direction, but you can go further like that direction, for instance.
I'm gonna go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I gotta move my dude over about. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna try to see if I can get a better sight of this water boy
Yeah.
and just figure out what the fuck it is, what's going on.
Would you like to identify him because he's out and stuck on the tree right now,
Yeah,
like his
I
tendril?
want to know what he be,
Okay,
why he
nature
do
roll.
what he do.
Okay, nature roll.
Uh,
15. Okay.
Respectable.
He is a swamp spawn. He
Wow.
is a amphibious humanoid creature, and he is slightly out of place because normally this kind of thing is either rallied by somebody or because they tend to be evil, or they're deeper into the swamps. They're not this close to civilization normally, and when they are, as I say, it's normally because they're rallied by a greater evil.
hmm.
He's quite large for a swamp spawn. You assume that's why the crab is following him.
So I think like crab just like eating his leftovers, I guess.
They might have a symbiotic relationship.
Okay. And I guess that's what I got because I now know what the thing is.
Yeah, it's a swamp spawn. He's a evil man thing.
So how do you let everybody know?
I relay that. There's a dude. no, I'm not gonna say that. That's stupid. That dude's probably got another big dude around here. He bad boy.
Oh, Joe said he got booted. Is he back?
Yeah, he's
I'm
already
back. I'm back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
life on these streets, on these fast-paced streets of Twitch.
Okay. So yeah, Steve told you all the, this is the swamp spawn, and
Okay.
he a dude. Jorg, it is your turn.
Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna try to move closer so I can help defend the homies, just in case this thing gets hostile.
Yep.
I think because you're on dry land, you can make it to about here.
I will have a look.
I was about to say, I think right about here is the limit.
Okay, so let's have a look. No, you got a bit further because that bit isn't that. You can go. It depends. You could use a dash, and then if you used a dash, you could go a lot closer. You could go.
Okay.
With a
'Cause
dash, you could go to like here.
Yeah, because I was thinking of being like right by Walden, just
Like
in
here.
case,
Yep.
just in case things went down.
Yep. Yep, you can get there with a dash. That's fine.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. Okay, Walden, it is your turn.
All right. So Walden. So when Valen said, got to close the distance and whatnot, Walden just like almost immediately just goes like acknowledged, and then just like is gonna rush directly forward towards the swamp person and try to slam into it with his axe.
Yep.
And he gets advantage. I forgot how to do that with the extension. Is it this?
You right click.
Right click?
Yeah, right click on what you want to do, and then it should say advantage, disadvantage, and then roll.
Oh, well, okay.
23.
23 to hit.
Oh no, you got 23. Yeah, so sorry, my bad, you understood. That was me. So 10 damage. Okay, let me write that down.
Actually, no, it's 12 damage. It didn't factor in rage.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Let me just... What is your safety? You are down 12. That puts you on this much. Okay. So after that attack hits directly in the chest of the swamp spawn, you see like moss fling out of him, and he kind of staggers back a bit. He abandons his tendril as it clearly is making him more of a target to have. And you've laid a fairly large hit onto the swamp spawn.
Fuck yeah.
All right.
Nice move.
Okay.
I think that's all I can do.
Yep. Okay. So it's the crab's turn.
Go, crab, go.
The crab like launches itself at you, Walden, to try and avenge its feeding master, and it goes for a claw attack, which, because that is up tree. So I need to roll. Does a 16 hit?
My AC is 16, so it just barely hits.
Just barely hits. Okay. You. Okay. Hold on. Oh. Okay.
Oh.
So as the crab launches itself at you, it manages to hit you just about, but its claw just can't seem to really scuff your armor that well, and you only take 2 damage.
Is that with his resistance from rage?
So I take half from non-magical damage.
Oh, okay, my bad. Sorry about that. You take 1 damage.
I take 1 damage.
You take 1 damage.
Fucking
Thank you very much.
Literally just a scratch.
Yeah, it's like, put a flesh wound.
Barbarians are so fucking broken.
Literally. Oh,
I'm glad we have 2 of them.
So the swamp spawn, having taken large amounts of damage in the last kind of 6 seconds, is eager to seek revenge. But after seeing his fellow crab fail so miserably at scuffing Walden, he sidesteps and goes for Valen up in the tree with his tendril again. Which was...
But I was so well hidden.
Not that
Unfortunately...
On that 11 that I rolled.
Unfortunately, that was just not hidden enough.
No, literally the whole time he's staring at Walden's like internal fusion combustion murder box or whatever the fuck it is. He's like basically like Luffy, eyes gleaming. Like, oh.
Bruh.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I got crit, didn't I?
No, did the 10 hit?
Oh, no. Thank God.
Then unfortunately, although the tendril isn't stuck this time, as he whips it back, he doesn't make any contact with you.
Sweet. It's not what I'd call unfortunately, but okay.
Well, for him,
Think about how he feels.
Oh, I'm
You
sorry.
know,
I'm sorry,
where's your
murder
empathy?
swamp monster. Who's a naturally evil creature we just found out because our friend told us.
it's not his fault he's naturally evil.
Is he like an undead, or like is it just
might
kind of
be a
like a
little.
thing made of the swamp?
So it says humanoid, but I don't see how he can be a humanoid. But yeah, he's just like a dude being a man. That can actually speak common. Well, he understands it anyway, so good for him. Sorry, that was a bit meta, but like, yeah, weird thing I found. Swamp man of the swamp, it's your turn.
So we could talk to this
Well
dude.
done.
Oh, it's my
Well-
See, my turn order doesn't work right. It just has Joe, the Crab Man, and Swamp Man on it.
Oh, it is you. I don't. It's working for me, so that's all that
That's
matters.
really
I
that's
only
what's
see
important.
Joe the Crab Man and Swap Man.
All right. Then I will shoot at the crab actually, and I get advantage on it because it's within striking distance of the of Wally.
Wow.
You would probably also get advantage just from being at a higher elevation. I don't know
Yeah.
exactly how that works.
I didn't know how that worked, but I did know how the other worked, so I went with that one. I think I said I did knew, but we're gonna work past that. And,
Well, at least it wasn't that you didn't know.
right? At least I did knew something. All right, and two.
You have an education.
Right. All right, Shazam! Here we go. I'm firing at the crab. There. Oh, I missed the crab.
Oh, let me check. You never know.
It's a 9.
You missed the crab.
I missed.
Oh my god. 3
Fuck.
You missed
shots
the crab.
into no monsters.
Riffles
Oh wait, no!
over
I get
here.
advantage. I get to roll again. Fuck yes.
Oh, yep.
Take that, crab.
You hit the
I
crab.
hit the crab.
crab.
Hey!
Crab.
We better be eating some fucking good crab legs.
Yeah, we are. And that is Pierce and Sneak all together. So that's 9.
Okay, let me just crab.
Crab boom, and just fucking put a hole or a dent or something in that
Yeah, let me just do some math.
math.
Crab.
It's kind of
Brought
wild
to
that
you
you
by
have a
Brain.
gun, but I did more damage.
By 1, but yeah, no,
No,
seriously,
not
you-
by 1, by 3, because
Oh, that's right.
that didn't factor in the +2 rage.
Yeah, the rage, that fucking rage. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that was a hell of a fucking hit too.
Okay,
Damn.
you managed to blast off his main pinching claw.
Yes.
Oh,
This is a severely wounded crab.
We're gonna eat it.
He is bleeding. Whatever crabs bleed.
Fucking butter sauce for all I care.
crab juice.
Juices. Let me get them juices, baby.
And bonus action, hide. That's like my favorite thing. I get to. Where's my skills? Sorry, I'm. Where? No, that's not you. You piece of sh. There we go.
Language.
And stealthy, stealth. What the fuck are noticing? There we go. Sorry. Ooh. 22 stealth for my...
So you're re-hidden?
Yes.
Cool. You believe you are hidden. And so does everyone else.
At least twice as good as last time.
This time you actually have a leaf on your face. You're convinced you're hidden.
Wow.
Okay. Steve, it is your turn.
All right, Steve. Let's see if I was. Oh, I gotta try to figure out how to. Yeah. I go. Yeah.
You can go meow.
Go yeah. All right, and I'm gonna use my cantrip for the shillelagh,
Yes.
and I'm gonna go Swamp Man. What be you doing here?
You say it, so make it be.
I say it. And then
Roll your shillelagh. You can literally click on shillelagh, yeah.
Well, it's just a cantrip. I'm not trying to hit him. I'm just imbuing it with the power of shillelagh.
Oh, so you're not hitting him. You're literally asking him a
standing in
question.
front of him, looking magical with a big ass quarterstaff, going, "What the fuck, bro?"
So an intimidation check.
I mean, I'm asking him. Is that what I have to do?
I don't know.
You know what? Give me a second to have a creative think.
Creative things. Brought to you by Marijuana Sensei.
Oh my god.
It's my stream. I can say what I want. It's legal in my state. Eat up. Okay?
Oh, who gives a fuck?
Yo.
All 3 people watching this?
I'm gonna call that. I am gonna call that an intimidation check.
That was not intimidating.
Oh boy.
Whoopsie.
So as you imbue the staff, nature's power surrounds it, and it is capable of taking a large, magical force at anyone. But rather than using it, you say, "What be you here?" And because of the lack of coherence in your intimidation, the swamp creature, the spawn, just kind of looks at you with eyes that they suggest confusion, but really they're concerned. You now have a concerned swamp spawn.
That's an advantage.
He's not really intimidated. If anything, he feels like, maybe the others were strong, but like maybe you're a target,
That's fine.
That's fine.
I'm gonna whap him upside the head if he tries anything.
Okay.
That was his one chance.
That was his one chance. Okay, Jorg, it is your turn.
I am going to join in on fighting the crab that is trying to attack Walden.
Mhm.
So I'm going to move in closer.
Yep.
Let's move right here.
Yes!
Okay, and what do you need me to roll for that?
Okay, what would you like to smash him with?
What you would like, remember you're a barbarian, so you also can rage.
You can rage.
Correct. I'm going to save that just in case we do have to fight this swamp spirit, whatever the fuck it is. So, I know I do unarmed strikes. Is there anything on the ground that I could pick up to fight the crab with?
I mean, there's probably some sticks, but you probably have a weapon.
Oh, let me see. My apologies.
Hold on, let me just look at your sheet and see if you've toggled them on.
Yeah, because As far as I know, I have unarmed strike melee attacks.
It's okay. You have it. It's just. Oh, you've not. It's okay. Hold on. Let me just really quickly.
Yeah. Do your thing.
What kind of shape of weapon do you want?
Honestly, I was gonna say for a character like this, just like a broadsword probably would be fine. Don't need nothing crazy, just something simple but efficient.
Just to check with people that know D&D more than me, is greatsword something you can start with?
Yes.
Yes.
I
okay.
started with Great Axe, so yeah. I would think
Yeah,
so.
Okay,
cool.
bet.
Okay, it's okay. Let me equip that for you. Okay,
Awesome.
on your actions tab, can you see it now?
On my actions tab, let me see. For right now, all I'm seeing is still the
Reload
unarmed.
the page.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
reload it. Give me
yeah.
a second. I'm so sorry. It's taking forever to load.
That's okay.
There it goes. There it goes. All right. Yes, I see the great sword.
Okay, the hit DC is your first roll.
Yep. Okay. I'm gonna roll that right now.
Okay. Okay, so as you bring your great sword down towards the crab, unfortunately, as it is so afraid of losing its other claw, it shifts it slightly out the way of your great sword, and your sword hits into the mud. You're able to pull it back out, though.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
I
Well
did
done.
double check. You can
Yep.
start with a great sword.
You can. Okay, cool. Thank you.
You can start with a lot of different weapons.
Yeah, you can.
I got a stick.
I got a
job
boomstick.
cut.
You did get a boomstick somehow.
This momentary silence is brought to you by Captain Valen being contemplated.
Sorry, was I meant to do something? I just ADHD zoned real
Dude,
hard.
I've definitely been there.
Yeah.
And that's why Captain Valen understands contemplative moments.
Oh my god! I just lost, there was no sound for me at all for a second there,
Yeah.
and then I just
I
heard
think all of
Captain
us just
Valen, and I was
kind
like,
of-
wait, what?
Yeah, I was like,
We're
okay,
all
so
just
I
kinda
pulled my
waiting.
sword out of the mud. Then what happened?
Wait.
All right, who's next?
Wow. Well done. Sorry, that's
Yeah,
what
okay. That's what I figured. Okay. Both the crab and the swamp guy are pretty hurt, right?
Yes.
Okay, but I know Steve wants to try to talk to the swamp guy. I've seen him do it, so might as well kill the crab. I don't think we could talk down a crab, especially after we already cut off its hand.
Shot off.
I had ideas, but it's too late now.
So
Good night.
Walden is just gonna turn towards the crab and is gonna try to attack it real quick. So let me roll attack with the great axe. Damage roll 16.
To the crab?
Yeah, to hit.
Yes. You connect.
All right.
Awesome.
Delicious.
9 damage. Oh, 11 damage. Sorry. +2 with rage.
Okay. Well, how would you like to describe your kill?
Walden just kind of turns to the crab and just says, "You have forfeited your life," and then raises his great axe and just slams it, cuts it directly in half, clean strike all the way through.
Damn, bro.
The crab, having been completely torn in two by a massive axe, sinks into the swamp slightly, dead.
Now the crab's gonna taste all swampy.
Boil it out.
Little bit of
Probably
never
already
hurt nobody.
I ain't eating no swamp
He
crab.
hurt me for only 1 damage, but he did.
Oh, I'm saying a little bit of dirty meat ain't about to hurt nobody.
Oh,
That's true.
I
That's true,
don't
that's
know
true.
what you thought about Valen said we're eating crab tonight, but like he meant that shit.
no, I know. I know. I
got a
hope you
whole-
enjoy your magical crab water crab.
I will.
Hey, we got a whole clean claw. All we got to do is just crack that baby open.
That's what I'm talking
I
about.
assume. I hope one of you knows cleanse or some shit. Or this hell, whatever.
Something.
We'll make it happen.
Wait, whose turn is it now?
Swamp Man!
Oh fuck!
Let me have a look. Is there anything that might hit? Let's have a look.
He already
know
took
what?
a
Okay.
swing at me. It's a wrap for him.
Yeah. So, as Steve failed to intimidate him, he perceives Steve as weak. He perceives Steve as potentially hittable. One of the others has disappeared. The other has murdered his companion, and he does not fear he fears his chances with the other barbarian too. So he goes to hit Steve with his poisoned quills. Boop. 19 to hit.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Oh, I'm just. What's your AC?
It is 11, so I'm getting quilled.
Okay, you're getting quilled. Cool. So as he summons these quills out of his swampy being, he jabs them into you, and he does. Three damage.
My God.
And you need to do a Constitution saving throw.
Uh,
Although
Okay.
these quills hit you, like they only get you in the arm, and you kind of tense yourself and remind yourself of all the natural herbs in your life, and it's almost like you can expel the poison's effects. You are not poisoned.
that's right, swamp bitch.
God damn it. Valen, it is your turn.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. So I'm not sure if how this is gonna work out for anybody, but Valen's upset that his friend got attacked with that thing and now has stuff sticking out of him because he's not really a fighter guy like that. So he teleports using his last Misty Step. I guess 20 feet above him because I still have to get like to the space. So like, but yeah. So I'm gonna do fall damage plus my rapier plus sneak attack. Is that okay? Because I'm also jumping like out of the tree. You know what I mean? Like
With your rapier.
with my rapier, yes. That I'm far better with than the gun. As far as proficiency.
I would say
If I can't teleport, can I still jump out?
you're because fall damage only applies to the object falling, right?
I don't know.
But yeah, I think it does because it's something per 10 feet.
But if something falls on you, it does that damage to you as well, right?
A fall from great height is one of the most common hazards facing an adventurer. At the end of a fall, a creature takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage for every 10 feet it fell to a max of 20d6.
Is there falling on damage? I don't know that. I've actually just kind of thought of this. So as vengeance, hurting my
I
family.
would say that you can have advantage because you're positioning yourself accurately to hit, but you wouldn't have full damage on him because that full damage is for him falling,
Okay.
whereas your move is to get more momentum.
Yeah. All right.
So I'm
yeah.
going to say that's advantage.
All right. I get advantage anyway because he's within attacking, but I like that better. So fuck that. You just see him just shimmer for a second, and then kind of like appear upside down behind the fucking swamp monster with his sword, with his rapier out and thrusting.
Yeah.
This is an odd Swamp Thing comic, I gotta say.
Yeah.
Yes.
It could be scary. It's not.
Actions.
Right. Could you roll
Do
me
like
the
the intro
thing?
and outro though.
Swamp Man. Man of the
Did I
swamp.
just get a fucking crit? No. Let
No.
me try for one. That's because 23 is definitely.
You was close.
No, I'll definitely go with that 23
Okay.
for roll damage.
Mhm.
Shkablangum! Fuck yes!
14.
He did, bro.
Okay.
He just tried stabbing right through the back of the mouth.
Wow, that's a.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so 14, cool. So the swamp man is now kind of skewered like a kebab. But because he's like so swampy, he's not actually dead. He looks critically damaged, and you see him leaking kind of oozy gunk, but he's still standing up.
Okay.
Okay. Steve, it is your turn.
You getting bonked.
You get bonked.
You getting bonked right upside the head.
Bonk that swamp man.
Shillelagh. Oh, fuck yes!
Nice.
Okay, that hits. Roll damage.
Done got bonked.
That's a hell of a bonk. Yeah.
So is that
12, yeah.
12? Okay, cool. Okay, so how would you like to describe your kill?
This is why you answer questions. Knock his
And-
head right the fuck off.
And and as you literally try to knock some sense into him, his head comes flying off and bloops somewhere into the swamp, never to be seen again. You
Fuck.
have succeeded.
Yay.
Excellent. Fist bumps all around.
Yeah. Valen kind of is like, he's got a very serious fucking eye on Wally right now.
Wally.
Like, he's already moved himself between Wally and Steve.
Lorg. Oh, Steve.
Like, I'll say here.
Okay.
He's not making any like gestures. He's just standing, but like, yeah, he's just standing there. But he's after seeing what you're capable of, and like a bit of that wonder turned into, is this safe?
And
You all right, Steve?
I search to see if there's any things about.
Oh, the crab leg.
I mean, yeah, any special things because we're still trying to figure out why this shit's happening.
Oh yeah, I get.
Okay, could you roll me an investigation?
Please.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. From what you can tell, this creature belonged as part of a group, and it's kind of got markings around it that suggest that it's has a leader that it's separated from. Like, it's got some etched into its scribings in a language you don't recognize. And you sense that there is a magical kind of presence, but more within the blood of the creature than within like the powers of the creature. So the crab, it's just a normal crab that was just kind of following it for leftovers, but the swamp spawn itself definitely has like things around it that suggest, like, it's got this little pouch on it. It's got things that make you think, you know what, this is a lone member of a group.
Right. Well, first I'm gonna see if I can get like some of those thorns to see if I can get like a antidote for that for the future.
Yep.
If I got him to run into one of those.
Yep.
And if he's got like a pouch and shit, I'm like searching his body and stuff, seeing if there's anything useful or anything that will lead me to the rest of his people or leader or whoever summoned him.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand and then give me a nature.
That's the sleight of hand.
God damn.
Damn, son.
So you're able to take off the poisonous quills. They remind you of jellyfish harpoons. And you're able to take them off. And as you go for the pouch, unfortunately, your hand slips and the contents falls into the swamp and sinks into the mud. But you can use the pouch to store the quills, so it's not so bad.
Got a pouch.
Valen is splashing in the water, trying to lift this crab leg that his 8 strength won't allow him to really budge.
It is a large crab leg. It weighs probably around 40 pounds.
Yeah, he can't really
Tag
move
along
that
with
shit.
him and help him pick that thing up.
Right?
I'm going to need a second, but I'll be back in.
For sure, for sure.
Val has taken Walden has taken a minute to like just kind of like revert back to standard operation, and then his like chassis is just like lightly steaming from the excess heat as he's just kind of like watching y'all do your stuff.
Yeah, he's while he's kind of struggling with that crab leg there, he's like, I'm not one to judge for personality shifts, but that seemed drastic.
Oh.
That happened often. Like, what the fuck was that? Yeah.
What the fuck?
I apologize for the unsettling nature of my routine shift. When I am in combat, I adopt a separate set of priorities that help me take care of conflict and protect those that I am sworn to protect.
All right. Then how's this? How about you swear to protect me? And I'll swear to protect you too.
Seems like a reasonable exchange. I
He
shall
puts
do
his
that.
hand out. Now, if you shake and you don't keep the deal, it makes you a rat bastard.
Noted. And then he kind of like puts also his hand out. He doesn't grab your hand. He just puts his hand out like you put your hand out.
Yeah,
and it's just like next
I
to
did
it.
that thing where I like shove his hand like this. There you go. You're learning. It's like, but yeah, I saw what you did to the crab. I thought I was impressive. Don't get me wrong. You want a crab leg, you wanted some crab, you get a crab claw like that. That's a giant crab claw. But you cut the whole fucker in half.
While this crab was unusually large, the technique for for eliminating a crab's central nervous system is very similar to this. You take a swift, hard cut through the top of the shell, and you go straight down the middle. Which, fun fact, is actually true in real life.
Oh, I've used to make seafood solid. I love it. Well, aren't you a fucking library? All right. Well,
Got
I have
some
many-
bolts.
Jordan, how you feeling? You got to getting a little angry there yourself.
So I completely missed my attack, so I don't feel like I accomplished shit.
Well, you are here, and that's important too. That way, he had to think, or whatever they was that thinking, had to think about you as well as everybody else. Being here is just as important. And trust me,
that's
there's a
very
reason
true.
they didn't move more towards your direction, and we drew them out into the open there.
I'll play my part and move the crab for you.
Yeah. Well, now, yeah. Carry this giant fuck off claw, and yeah, man, I wish this was one of the fucking crawfish from Elden Ring. I'd be making a rapier out of one of their fucking claw things, man. Them things are badass. Anyway,
Oh, bro, the motherfuckers use water gun, super effective every fucking time.
but yeah, so we're just lugging this around. I guess we're moving towards. Let me get a better look at this map.
I'm about to say, yeah, we got a couple spots we can go to.
Yeah.
We got the spot back where we,
I think
where we
should
started
move
at.
over here.
I mean, we're by this nice tree.
As we're going, Walden addresses you, Jordan goes, "Do not worry. Your martial prowess will become more visually apparent in the future."
Fuck. I don't
Coming
know
from
if
the
you
guy-
know how mean that is, sir.
Coming from the guy that sliced the crab in half, that is pretty hilarious.
All right. Me and fucking him just tag team the shit out of that. Dude, you hit
Come
the... Really, MVP goes to Walden. He got the good fucking hit
Bro.
on that... On the fucking
He had
swamp
like
man.
pneumatic strength on a goddamn crab and sliced it in half with an axe. That's impressive.
Facts, dude. That shit was insane. And he put a big old chunk out of the fucking swamp man right in the beginning, too. He was like,
Yeah.
don't
Oh, he
roll
really
up on
did.
me. All right, respect my space. This is a
Don't
pandemic.
mess with Walden.
Me and Steve got all cinematic ass whoopery over there.
We did. We got the whole head.
It was fucking awesome. I loosened it up, and he just sent it away. That's fucking teamwork, is what that is.
Yeah.
Ah, man, that was fucking fun. But yeah,
Is Sage back yet? Oh,
I've
okay.
been back for a little bit.
Oh, okay.
I was just
Oh,
letting it
okay,
happen.
okay.
I'm gonna do things.
ooh,
Yep.
I'm gonna make a handful of good berries. So I can do that. Make 10 good berries.
Yep.
All right. I don't. Can Walden even have a good berry?
Yep.
Oh.
Alright.
Yeah.
Good berries for everybody.
You're a construct, not an undead. So yes.
And its effect is mostly magical rather than like you're feeling nourished. So I feel like that
Gotcha.
would make sense.
So
So.
how many hit points of damage did everybody take?
I only took one.
I took 3. I don't think
I
anybody
didn't
else
get
took
hit.
anything else. Right?
no.
Correct.
All right. So we're back to max, and I got 6
Nope.
good berries hanging out. If I need good berries.
Nice.
Nice.
Is that enough to make good berry potions?
I guess I could make some good berry potions, maybe. Can I bury the? Can I do that? Can I bury with the potions with good? Stick to them?
Good berries only last 24 hours.
Yes.
So, although you could smush them into a sauce, it would still only last 24 hours.
But it would be 6 points of healing instead of 1.
I think in the rules you have to take an action to consume each hit point of good berry. So you can smush them into a sauce, but it would take you however many actions to consume the sauce
It'll
still.
be like 6 spoons of good sauce.
Yeah.
Excellent. Maybe we'll put some good sauce on the crab.
Hell yeah.
Also, like I always got the impression from like it only lasts 24 hours is that like the berries don't vanish. Like you still have like the paste. It's just not going to heal you
Yeah.
at that point. So you could still just like mush them into a sauce, and you could just have a lovely little berry sauce with the crab leg.
And they lose their potency in 24 hours. So they're still there. They're okay berries.
I believe that's what's referred to as a good berry reduction.
A roux, if you will.
Good berry jam.
But yeah, all right, guys. So I say we fucking head over here. That's where the fuck they came from. Check out that space.
All right. Do we got crab?
Yeah, he's carrying the crab. Bigum's got the
The
crab.
whole crab?
Not the. He's got the 40-pound claw.
I was about to say that 40-pound claw is enough to feed all of us.
All right. Fine.
Yeah, I don't think we need to.
Like if you need more, you can go back. But that, I'm willing to share my 40 pounds of crab.
I'll take another leg in case I need to distract another crab.
He's gonna show crab leg like.
Like, hey. This is what happens.
Like,
Fuck
you
around
see
and
what we
find
did to
out,
this
bro.
big motherfucker over there?
Right.
Yeah, fuck around.
Fair.
Boost to intimidation against crab.
I got a crab leg following him.
Yeah, so I think we all are just going to go over here in this
Okay.
area
Yeah.
because this is
Fair
where
enough.
they popped up.
Okay.
He's definitely cleaning his rapier of the gunk.
I'll make sure there's nothing around before we potentially eat crab.
Oh yeah,
we still
definitely
gotta
need to.
go places. This has only been like that. Only took less than 3 minutes.
Yeah. If anybody wants to do like an investigation or nature, I can give the help for that since my stats on those aren't that high.
I was
mean,
about to say.
I could do that. I don't know where we're gonna. I'll just do it. Just do it. I don't know which one to need. But there you go.
Investigation.
Okay, so what are you investigating?
I don't know. Just around. In general.
So is it
there's
more of a
enemies
perception?
around.
I guess I was
Okay.
just told those things.
No, that's cool. Investigation is more like you're trying to learn more about a clue. Perception is you're trying to find the clue in the first place.
Oh,
Gotcha. All right, well,
Okay.
I'm
I'm doing a
perceptive.
perception roll.
Okay, cool.
My precept.
And you have advantage
Okay.
on it.
Good fucking god.
Or I guess Joe has advantage.
I'm gonna go with Steve's 17 as it was rolled first.
Fair.
And then we'll go from there. Okay, cool. So you can see some footprints, but they're not really feet. They're more like slime tracks that seem to originate over here. Like, and there seems to be a faint noise coming from this bush. And Jorg,
gun click.
Jorg, you think the swamp is really slimy, and you only hear the gun click.
I only hear the gun click. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. I approach with my hand out in front of Valen, trying to like slowly, while looking, seeing what's going on.
He nods and just points. He doesn't shoot.
Okay.
He kind of like turns his body and has it so he
Yeah.
looks like he's just
Yeah.
standing there, but he's totally pointing the gun, you know?
Mm-hmm. The bush isn't moving, but you do hear a faint noise.
I say, hello?
That's all you hear. Sounds muffled.
I turned to Val and said, give me some.
You trailed off real bad.
I turn to Valen and say, give me a fish.
You hear a little... And he pulls a fish out. It's a tiny one. A little white
I got a
fish.
fish. Going up and going, hey, come here. Fish.
You just hear the same kind of faint grunty noise, but it's a high-pitched grunt.
High pitch grunt.
Can I roll to see if that sounds like a person with a gag, as I've definitely gagged a person or two in my life?
Yes.
Okay.
Give me a wisdom roll,
Oh, wisdom.
because you're recalling if it reminds you of something you already know.
That's a... I got all 7.
You don't know. You don't know if it reminds you as much as a person being gagged, but it doesn't sound creaturey to you.
I'd just go in the bush at this
Do you
point.
search through the bush?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a second.
Don't know what you said.
Oh.
Where's
You
your oh,
find.
shit.
Let me just get
Damn.
it on. How do I?
Damn, girl,
Why
what that
isn't-
thing do?
Hold on. She's not coming on the thing for me, and I don't know why.
Came on
Oh,
for me.
It came up for me.
No, like I'm trying to get her icon.
Oh.
Have I made her wrong? I don't know. You know
I
what?
don't know.
We're just gonna breeze over that for a second. There we go. Boop, boop. Cool. You find a lady in the bush. She is gagged and bound with vines. She has a distinct smell of damp. She has hooded grayish-green eyes, and they look like an overcast sky. Her fine curly long hair has the color of coal, and is tied back. She is short and fragile, and her skin is white and pale. It almost looks translucent. Her wardrobe is classy and strange compared to the rest of the townsfolk, and there is a lot of yellow, gold, and black. She
I
has jewels in her hair.
cut her loose.
Oh yeah, I was about to say I was gonna cut it loose, but yeah, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Valen's already got a dagger out cutting her for free.
Okay.
I switch from the fish to the good berries.
As you unbind her and ungag her, a kind of small whimpering, "Thank you," emerges from her, and she introduces herself as the Moss Maiden.
Moss maid. Are you hurt? Are you okay? What happened here?
Well, normally in these swamps, it's relatively calm. There's just the myconoids. I don't know how to put it, like harvest the spores and make potions and salves for the villagers, but there's something strange happened when I came here last time, and the myconoids were gone, and something grabbed me, and next thing I know, you're here.
I explain everything that we have figured out about the myconoids and the spores and all that jazz, and how the myconoids are not around these parts, etc., yada yada yada.
And as he's explaining that, Valen steps forward and like kind of like gently reassures, like gets her hand, and is like, "That's right, we are here," and then hits her with the smolder.
Oh God.
Are you blue
Yeah,
stealing this woman?
it's not stealing if she wants me.
No, the Zoolander. It's okay.
I got the reference. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Oh, I didn't. I haven't seen it in forever. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'll watch it tonight. I'm so sorry.
She kind of looks at you confused. You know what? Actually,
Let me roll that.
hold on. Hold
charisma
on.
check.
Yeah, but I'm thinking which. Just a straight charisma track.
All right, I'll accept that.
Mhm.
Come on, numbers. Daddy loves it.
Oh man.
That 20. His eyes looking like burnt charcoal simmering in a deep fire,
It looks like her
crackling with
hair.
life.
Okay, I'm going to roll 2. She looks very confused. She's gone from being in a bush, bound and gagged, to having someone make advances at her that are not so subtle. And although they're very good advances, her pure confusion and like trauma is making her feel like she's at ease. She feels comfortable. She's not afraid of you. But she is a little not as disgusted as she would be normally in this situation, but like still very, very like just she just turns to you and goes, "Are you okay?"
Oh, I'm fine. His whole voice changed. Like oh, I'm fine. Don't worry. No, the myconoids in the area, they have been acting weird. My friend Steve, we had to stop them from, I guess, attacking a villager nearby.
Myconoids?
Yeah, the mushroom folk. I almost said the wee ones, but there was one giant fucker as well. And to his benefit, my friend Steve here, he's got a heart the size of a mountain. He does, and we spoke to him and figured the whole thing out, and nobody had to be hurt, and everybody went home happy.
Well, I'm glad no one was hurt, but the myconoids are peaceful and they live mostly in the swamps, deeper into the swamps even. They rarely go to the coast.
I explained that it seems like they've been going to the coast because something's driving them out of here. And like, if you listen, there's nothing in the swamp. There's panic at the sea. There's sharks everywhere, no fish. Something's definitely driving stuff out of here. And I explained about the swamp man and the crab. And how the swamp man was probably a minion of somebody else and the dark magics, etc.
She looks up at you concerned, and she looks at Jorg, who has a rather large crab claw, and she understands the situation slightly. And she says, "Oh, okay. The myconoids shouldn't be near the coast. It's not even good for them. The only thing that would drive them out is, as you say, something that was forcing them out." Have you spoken to the mayor?
The mayor is the one who kind of set us to figure out what's going on here.
I see. Well, if the mayor isn't sure, that probably means that it's something from out of town. It probably doesn't involve the town itself. We should go back.
I'm gonna ask her again. Is she hurt? Is she able to walk?
Oh yeah, no. She would literally just tied and thrown in a bush.
Oh, okay, so she's good.
She's good.
Ish, minus the trauma.
Minus the trauma of being thrown in a bush by a large swampish creature.
Okay.
How long ago was she thrown in this bush? Like, how long has she been here?
Yeah, that's my next set of questions.
So as you ask her how long she's been here, she looks up at you and goes, no, literally, I was here, and it was almost as if as soon as you got here, they gagged me, and as she explains, basically they tried to conceal themselves so they could run away with her. But you guys interrupted it, and so rather than being able to take her, they had to stash her.
Okay.
So she was likely gagged by Swamp Man.
Swamp Man definitely did it.
Okay, so we know for sure the guy who did it is already dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So I was thinking, okay, if it was somebody else, then they would still be nearby. We could try to chase them down. But if we know, okay, then
So let's get her back to the town or walk in that general direction, and we can ask her questions on the way there. Unless somebody wants to do something else in this moist area.
No, let's definitely get back to the town.
Agreed. Her safety is number one priority right now.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
We'll do that. Well, I ask her like, what do you normally do in the swamp? Like, why were you here? You're like just look over it and stuff. I'm kind of a nature guy myself.
Oh well, I do a mixture of things. I use the spores as antibiotics and make salves and. Sorry, my head is so clouded. Like, no, you're right. It's so quiet here. It's never this quiet. There's at least frogs or crickets or something. And she kind of starts looking around her, like trying to see if she can see any other disturbances, but it's now just completely, it's the mists is starting to come in as well.
Do you know of any creatures that could so definitively clear out an entire swamp?
Well, to be honest with you, although I do venture to the swamp and a lot of people don't even venture out of town, I couldn't tell you. I mostly just work with the myconoids.
Gotcha.
Is he gonna work?
So I guess we walk back along the coast, and I want to confirm that the spores that she's talking about are the spores that are in the ocean now.
Okay, hold on. So,
shit!
Oh man.
as you walk back to the coast, you immediately notice that the fisherman has come back out and is looking around for you guys. Oh, guys, you'll never guess.
Does that have something to do with that giant shark behind you?
The fish are back.
What?
Well, ain't that a...
That's a lot of fish.
That's good. Have you caught any really good ones?
To be honest with you, there's still a few sharks, but like, I might try.
Well, you put in that elbow grease, and I'm sure it'll go appreciated. He says with a smile to himself.
Okay, I'm running over to the dock. I want to see if there's spores or anything, or any sort of leftovers of the issues that we're having before, and then I'm talking to fish if I can't see stuff.
All right, I want Steve at the dock. You go ahead. You're at the end of the dock doing all the end of the dock
we could be
stuff.
dock buddies.
We could be dock buddies.
Yeah,
Dock
moving
buddies.
up to the dock.
Docking on the buddy. Wait, what?
What?
I said moving up to the dock. What?
I'm gonna stick around the moss maiden and make sure that she's protected.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea actually. Yeah, let's both stick around with her just in case something happens.
Okay. Valen and Steve, can you roll me investigation because you know what you're looking for?
Boom, baby.
Oh shit! Actually, I'm proficient in that.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't not. What do you get? You got a crit.
Nat 20.
Fuck
Okay.
yes, bro. You out here critting today, Jesus.
Valen, you can see plankton. You think it might be spores. You're
I
not
got
really
all
sure.
8.
And Steve, however, you can tell that like the spores are starting to clear. So the water is starting to become more crisp. The fish are starting to return. The sharks are kind of still there because they're like, now the fish are back. They're kind of like, ooh, fish. But whatever encouraged them to be here is starting to leave. You can still see some spores. It's not completely gone, but like before the foam was like saturated with them, whereas now it seems like whatever was starting to like live in this area has started to return back from whence it came.
Gotcha. Can I tell, like, if this is just, like, dissipating throughout the ocean and therefore there's less? Or is it, like, all on the coast or something like that? Can I tell, like, kind of logically what has happened with it?
Okay, give me a perception roll. And a nature roll. Cool. So you can only really see like around 100 feet of the coastline at the moment, like that you can kind of, you spend like half an hour going up and down it having a look. And although it's a lot sparser, you can't really see what the direct cause is, but you remember back in your kind of like natural training that it takes a long time for the oceans to siphon out pollution. So although the spores they're not being put into the water anymore, but they now need to cleanse back out. So like the tides will probably clean this, and while you've been at the swamp, the tides kind of come in and out a little bit because it's a bay area, so there's a slightly different tide system. And because of that, like there's a few like spores still there, but it's starting to get clean now. And from what you can tell, like from your memory, like if whatever was putting the spores into like the myconoids, if they stay away from the coast, you know, the coast will kind of clean itself in a few days.
So the spores were coming from the myconoids, and the myconoids weren't harvesting the spores?
So the myconoids naturally release spores, which is what the moss maiden uses in her salves to make antibiotics, because antibiotics are funguses.
Okay. I wasn't clear with that. So that
That's
likely
okay.
means that the myconoids are no longer around this area.
So yeah, they now their home is like a bit safer, and that presence has left. They've kind of
Okay.
gone back.
Okay.
And because you kind of you were led back by them, so they didn't like go back to the coast. They stuck around a bit, and now they know it's safe because they kind of watched. So they didn't go back.
Gotcha. Okay. I was slightly misinformed there. I go
That's
back
okay.
to Maiden Lady, Maiden of the Moist.
What a name.
That's all.
Fair enough. So while you guys were spending some time kind of looking at the spores in the ocean and stuff, Walden, was there anything you wanted to ask the Moss Maiden?
I think Walden's the only question that Walden can think of right now is just like, basically, yeah, just like, are you human?
Yes.
You have physical characteristics that don't match many other humans, but I know that there is quite a lot of diversification in the species. Thank you for your answer.
I just don't like sunlight. It burns a lot.
Do you have a medical condition?
No, I'm just pale.
I will keep that in mind for the future. Do you require shade now?
To be honest, I'd just like to talk to the mayor.
All right.
Okay.
All right then, simple as
To the
that. Let's head
mayor.
to the mayor.
Hold on, let me just.
Oh wait, I give my crab leg to the fisherman.
As you pull out the crab leg and gift it to the fisherman, he kind of ecstatically jumps off his boat onto the pier, runs towards the leg, and just kind of holds it in his arms like, I don't know who you are, but thank you. He passionately strokes the crab claw. Leg. It's a leg.
I kind of just nod, walk away.
He hurriedly goes over to his fishing table and starts examining the legs, checking if the meat's still good. You see him get a lemon out his pocket. You don't know how he had a lemon in his pocket, but he gets one out.
The man cooks a lot of fish.
Man does cook a lot of
You
things.
got to keep a lemon in your pocket if you're going to cook a lot of fish.
To the mayor.
Let's get it. To the mayor we go.
Okay. So as you make it back into town, hold on. As you make it back into town, where would you like to look for the mayor?
His boat office is where I'd like to go.
His boat office.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You make it to the boat office. It's probably about 4 or 5 p.m. by this point, as you did a lot of investigating the coast, a lot of walking to the swamp, walking back. And the people are starting to pack up because they're mostly fishermen, which really you only do early in the morning and late at night. So you don't tend to do mid-afternoon fishing. It's just not a good time for the fish to come out. So he doesn't seem to be around the actual port. However, you talk to a couple of people there, and they suggest that you try the market square, as he's normally trying to plan stuff out. He is the mayor after all.
Oh, we could take a trip to the market, sure, yeah.
They're over there.
To the mayor!
There you go.
Okay. As you all approach the market square, you can see the mayor facing the clock tower, and he's kind of jotting things. Yeah, that's him. And he's kind of jotting things about. But this time you see someone you don't recognize. And he's talking with them, and he's kind of pointing to different places, and they're having a discussion.
Oh, this is...
Do we maybe
I'm going to
hear
go
what's
into
going
stealth
on?
mode and begin my eavesdroppings.
Okay.
I'm a nosy fucking shit.
Oh,
That was still pretty good.
Yeah, sorry, it just rolled off the 20.
Ah, that sucks.
Oh, Joe. Okay. How long do you think you've got, Joe?
About 20 minutes most.
Okay, cool. That should be enough. We're good.
Okay.
Okay. So you believe you're hidden, Valen?
Mm-hmm.
What would the rest of you like to do?
I'd like to
I'm
move
gonna-
in closer like Valen did and like do what I did in the first game. Just try to keep an eye out, pay close attention to see what's going on between those two.
Would you like to stealth?
Yeah.
Okay, roll me a stealth.
Give you a stealth roll. God, I cannot wait to upgrade this goddamn thing. Okay, here we go. All right.
Okay, you believe you're stealth.
Right. I asked Lady of the Moist if she knows who the mayor's talking to.
Okay, let me just find out if Wallen would like to do something, and then I'll address it.
Sorry.
Okay. Wallen, is there anything you'd like to do?
I think I would just like, because I'm here to escort Maiden, so I'm just gonna I'm not gonna do anything she doesn't want to do. I'm just gonna wait for her to, if she wants to talk to the mayor, she can go up and I'll follow, but I won't bring her to the mayor if she doesn't want to talk to him.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Those of you that are stealthed and listening in, roll me perception.
You got it.
Dick shits.
Wow.
Son of a bitch.
Okay.
Can I just precept from here?
Yeah, I only did that because I want to know what people know and don't know in an order, so that it doesn't get
Can
too
I
messy.
just use my passive
Yeah.
perception? Like, is
No.
that
No.
a thing?
No. Because I'm trying to hold on. So, as you ask the Moss Maiden, you notice your fellow party members attempt to hide away. One of them kind of does, one of them less so. And they seem to be listening in to these two people that you've asked the Moss Maiden about. And Rhea, which is her name, turns to you and said, "Oh, that's the head of the guards."
All right. I'm gonna see if I can percept from here.
Yeah.
Boom, baby!
You bitch. That's
Hey,
your third fucking
bro.
one tonight. Just
Man,
what?
I can hear the fucking swamp.
Holy
Motherfucker
shit,
on fire
dude.
tonight.
Okay, so from where you are, you basically gain a third ear. Some people have a third eye, you have a third ear. It's a telepathic thing, but it's not real. Anyway, the gist of it being you can hear 30 feet away in a conversation in a busy place. And the gist of it seems to be that the guardsman, whose name you hear is Glintel, is talking to the mayor about security and that they're worried about some missing people. That it's only happened in the last couple of days. But there are people that she would expect to be in the town that seem to not be around. And she hasn't seen anything directly in the town. And they're kind of talking about, like, is it something that happened because of a festival? What traders were there? What was unusual? And they're just trying to get an idea of, like, are these people missing, or are they just behaving differently?
Okay, I'm just gonna walk up with. I forgot her real name. Moist lady.
Rhea.
Rhea?
Yeah, Rhea.
Rhea. Because that's what she wanted to do. So.
Okay. As you approach the pair, they kind of turn to you, and they say, like hello. And they both kind of ask, like, can they help you? They notice that Ray is there, and Glintel kind of moves towards Ray and said, "You didn't come back today. Like, I was expecting you to meet my daughter, and I haven't seen her either." And Rhea kind of says to the Glintel, the guardsman, "What do you mean, Stanessa?" And Glintel looks worried now. And to describe her, Glintel is a wily agent and has large, steely eyes. Her fine, straight, apricot-colored hair is brushed back, which reveals her elven ears. She is very tall, and they have a slender build. Their skin is pasty and dull. They have thin hips, one arm, and wide feet. Their clothing is padded and leather.
Very cool.
Okay.
Yeah, androgynous.
We got it then.
Love it.
Yeah. Cool. So the guardsman kind of turns to the mayor, Winton, and Winton reassures them. Winton reassures them, like, "Oh no, these people seem to be quite helpful, actually. They even sold me some herbs, so like I can't complain myself." And Glintel kind of nods and goes, "Well, what's happened, Rhea?" And Rhea kind of explains like her perception, but she doesn't actually know what happened with the swamp person or what they look like. So she kind of turns to you guys to explain.
I fill in the gaps.
Okay. What do you say?
Well, I don't know. Does he know that? I don't know if he knows that the mayor sent us to figure out about the spore thing. But I tell him about the spores, the fishermen, everything in the swamp, how it was quiet, big old Cryub swamp man, et cetera, et cetera. And how now we found Rhea and we are back.
Okay.
This is what we have found. This moist lady.
So Winton turns and looks at you both. I seem to remember there was some more of you. And he kind of looks around but can't seem to see them.
I'm sure they're around here somewhere. We were just looking for the mayor. Maybe they went to his house. But we'll meet up shortly, I assume.
Okay. And he kind of drops it. There's a lot on his mind. He looks really concerned. And he explains that there's never really been commotion. Like, the town has only grown a little bit larger over the last kind of decade. It used to be a very small fishing and farming community, and it wasn't until like the merchants, I've used the wrong pattern in mind. It wasn't until the merchants moved in that things kind of picked up for the town and money started coming in a bit more. And he kind of asks you, like, so do you think that the fish are coming back, or do you think it's actually sorted?
Well, I assume he knows the fish are back. Like the fish are back, but I don't think that the reason that the fish left has been dealt with yet.
So you think there might be more to it?
Yes.
Okay. Well, while you investigate, I think it's fair to give you bed and board at the inn. I'll sort that out. Thank you for bringing Rhea back. She's an asset to our town. She makes, I don't know if she said, but some rather amazing healing remedies. And, well, we get a lot of cuts and bruises out fishing on the sea. So, and he kind of looks down, like he's seriously worried because, like, Glintel looks very worried. Like, she mentioned her daughter. And it's at this point that Rhea pipes up, and Rhea says, but Stanessa, has she not come back? And Glintel kind of responds, and says that she hasn't seen her daughter since the festival.
What?
Shit, I was muted.
You
I
said that
notice
other people were missing as well?
Oh.
I'll let Valen go first.
Oh, do I notice anybody other than me and Yorg taking note of like this situation? Like, is there anybody else who's essentially doing what I'm doing?
Give me perception.
Perception. You dick cheese. 11.
Nope.
As
As far as you can tell, it's a busy area of the town, but it's nowhere near as busy as it was on festival day.
All right. That was it for me. That was all I was doing.
Okay.
So I ask, are other people missing as well? Like, what has happened since we've gone away?
Well, the mayor starts to explain that from what Glintel has been saying, since the festival, there were 2 people that she would have expected to be, around. One was her Rhea and one was her daughter. But there's also been a lot of movement because of the merchants coming and going from the festival. So she's a bit concerned because it does seem not super quiet, but like normally after the festival, there's a few stragglers. And she's a bit concerned because it seems like everyone cleared off very quickly.
Has anybody gone to look in the surrounding areas or see what's going on? Any hints as to what could be the matter?
Glintel kind of responds, to be honest with you, Stanessa is a lively girl. She's been training to join the guard as well. Thing about Stanessa is if she can't find trouble, trouble will find her. Tell you what, if the mayor vouches for you, then I can trust you. But we need to work on this together. Rhea, I suggest you go home. And Rhea kind of nods. And she looks at Winton and she kind of says, if these adventurers are to help us, I think we should work out exactly what's happened over the last few days. And the mayor kind of nods. And they kind of agree that they need to work out the last few days what's changed. There's been the spores in the sea and some people have gone missing and they're not 100% sure because of the festival what all the evidence is. So they suggest that they go back to the mayor's house and they kind of, look over who's in town, knock on some doors and see if everyone is where they should be.
Okay.
All right. I guess we'll start the process for looking for this missing girl. Do we know where she was last seen?
So as you walk to the mayor's house to kind of look at the maps,
Did we lose Rhea now?
No, I'm just she doesn't want to load as a character, so I have to drag her.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So
And now we're going to the mayor's house. That's the thing we're doing.
yes. Yep.
Okay.
Alright.
Bear with me as I try to find the things. Okay, so you
Oh,
reach the house. You reach the house, and the mayor kind of goes upstairs to sort out the money for your bed and board for the next few days while you work out what's going on in the town. And he'll meet up with Glenn and sort that out. In the meantime, you work with Glintel, and you take Rhea home, and she gets home safe, and she's okay.
I want to give Rhea some of those thorns to see if she could work out anything as far as an antidote or anything. If we need to use something in the future.
Okay. Give her one sleep and come back to her.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so you're at the mayor's house, and Glintel has like laid out all these papers of like the names of everyone in town, and she explains to you that there's a few surrounding areas where Stanessa could be, but she should have been back with Rhea because normally they go out together, and Rhea kind of acts as a bodyguard, but she's guessing that when Stanessa didn't show up, Rhea just went alone, and that's kind of how this has all transpired.
Mhm.
So she'd like you to work out if there's anyone else missing, just knock on some doors, and ask about town. So she gives you a list of everyone in town, and she assures you that the mayor's going to sort out your bed and board.
All right.
What is it?
Sounds
It's
good.
like what time? It's like 5 o'clock now ish. Their time.
Yeah.
Okay. How close are we to losing York?
My girl is about to be here, so any minute now.
Okay.
Okay.
So I guess we do some knock-ins and then go back to the inn.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So if you could all roll me an investigation roll.
You got it.
Yay!
Jesus Christmas!
Jesus.
Oh my.
I keep rolling fives. It's ridiculous.
Bro, I'm rolling like shit tonight.
And here comes Steve with a 47 investigation check somehow.
I got a 3.
Oh, all
I
right.
was
Less
about
than
to
you.
say.
I got the most with the 12. That's really just sad.
Can I just do it again? I keep doing it. So I figure something out. I got time.
What's done is done.
Ah, fine.
Okay.
It's gone.
So luckily you're only knocking on some doors and talking to people, but because you're strangers and Glintel has kind of stayed to like, because you told her about the spores, the mayor didn't talk to her about this yet. Like she's kind of working things out for herself, and sorting out like what you might need and doing her own asking around. So kind of, alone doing this. And people are a little bit, not hostile, but like reserved towards you because they don't recognize you.
Furbog boy.
Right.
But from what you can tell, there seems to be one other missing person called Martha.
Martha,
Mm-hmm.
not Mothra. Martha.
No, Martha.
TH. Okay.
Hey,
Where does
just
Martha
got
live?
Oh,
Everything okay, Joe?
Yeah. We got to get going because it takes about 10 minutes to get to the vet.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll wrap up.
Okay.
I assume you'll knock on doors and then go back with us.
Yeah, that's the plan. Just knock on doors with you guys, head back with you guys.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I gotta get this closed out, but next Thursday I got
man.
you guys.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Next Thursday.
Alright,
thank
That's
you.
the deal. Peace out,
Thanks,
man.
guys.
Be well.
Y'all be
Thank
easy.
you.
Ain't no thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone's kind of reserved towards you. So you find out that Martha is missing, but you don't really find much else out. You certainly don't find out where these people are, unfortunately. But a lot of people don't even know that anything's going on. They're just kind of hangover from the festival, still working out what to do next.
Gotcha. Where's Martha live? Just a random house?
Hold on.
Yeah.
So Martha's house is actually marked on your map, but you don't know why.
Well, now I know. Okay.
I'm
gonna look about the house, see if there's any signs of
also
struggle or moisture.
Valen left the crab claw at the tavern with explicit instructions to A, not give it to anybody else but us, and to B, like, you know, cook it right.
Okay.
Cook it right.
And with butter. And I left 2 gold pieces as like a down payment on their labor, which is probably more than they make in a month, but whatever.
Okay. So the tavern kind of accepts your claw and will have it ready for you when you're back. And as you approach Martha's house, you notice that like it's quiet and it's empty.
I assume I could like walk around the perimeter of the house without being like too creepy.
Okay, so this is Martha's house.
Tiny ass house.
The little ass house. And yeah, it's not too creepy. But as you can see, like it's dark in there. There's no activity. Like,
Alright, I'm gonna stealth and then try and. Is there a second floor or a roof or something like that?
There's windows on the second floor.
Hmm?
Right.
Getting that Eve.
You're stealthing. Walden's just gonna go through the front door.
Fucking Christ. Alright, well.
Walden has no reason to do otherwise.
Give me a strength check.
Strength
Oh,
check.
don't like break the door. Don't break the door, bro.
Well, I won't break it completely.
I think you're about to. It depends on your strength.
I have a 16 strength.
You broke the door.
No, I can make it so it just like breaks the lock.
What you, bro?
The door is open. The door might not close properly again, but for now it is open.
Walden will fix it. Walden will fix it.
I'm not going in there. This is your problem now, Walden.
Affirmative. And yeah, Walden's just gonna go right in, look around.
Mm-hmm.
I assume
Oh, yeah.
that Valen will follow and
Yeah. I'm keeping my stealth up though, so nobody see it. So I'm all stealthy still.
I'm going to tend to the garden.
Roll me nature. You can tell that this person's garden, it's not scenery. Like it has a functional use.
Right.
Oh, all right.
What's in the garden? Like, do I know the herbs or whatever it is?
It's not really herbs, but you see a lot of like scientific instruments drilled into the ground.
Gotcha.
Walden, do you do perception inside the house?
Yeah, I'm just looking for like any information about where she last was, or any info that said like, oh, it was somebody after her, or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, not great. Valen, are you gonna give me advantage on
Yes,
this?
I will help with that by giving them advantage.
Hey, much better.
Okay. So as you look around the house, you notice that there are a lot of scrolls here. Like, they're not magic scrolls. They're like they're observational, and it seems to be data from some kind of instrument. Hold on, I need to rearrange my leg. Okay. And it seems to be data from some kind of instrument that you can't see in here, inside the house. But what you do notice is that this house hasn't been disturbed in a few days.
Okay.
I pop my head in and go, hey, you want to look at this?
Sure. I'll walk outside and see what's in the garden.
And show him the garden bits.
Would you like to roll investigation?
Yeah. Let me do that. Come on.
Okay, so unfortunately, Walden, you just kind of think that these are sculptures.
I am unfamiliar with this.
Can I also investigate? Is that a thing I can do?
I was gonna do it. I'm still like sneaking around, but I can still investigate.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay, so because you were helping Walden, you recognized that some of the instruments from the drawings inside relate to the garden's instruments. And you also notice that these seem to be drilling into the ground, and there are measurements inside that correlate that this person is investigating like geological activity.
Oh boy.
Mm.
Maybe my thoughts about something being underground was correct after all.
I don't think I have any experience in this.
Yeah, this is well beyond me. You hear a voice literally from nowhere as Valen steps out.
I don't even have like science or like what, I don't know. You got any idea what's going on here, Walden?
The information is unfortunately not quite conclusive to his specific theory, but it seems like this Martha lady was investigating something underground in the local area that may be connected to the ongoing issues, both the kidnappings and what caused the Myconids to run away.
Okay, I put my ear to the ground and like look for like cracks or fissures or any sort of like ants or new holes or anything, any weird ground things.
Perception.
I'll give you a help on that. Well, you may not need it, but
I guess advantage is just another roll, right?
yeah.
Yeah, well, 17 it is.
Okay. So you don't really hear anything because it's the ground.
I was hoping not to.
But as you're listening to the ground, you notice that like the instruments aren't completely static. Like you're looking at ground level, you kind of see out the corner of your eye that some of these instruments, like, they seem to move a little bit.
I look closer at the instruments.
Roll me investigation.
But take the help on that as well.
I don't needs it.
Are you fucking kidding me right now? Holy shit,
Apparently.
dude.
The only nat 20 I got was.
I have
fucking
no idea.
initiative.
Like, I think 60% of my rolls have been 20.
Like, that is insane.
That's crazy.
Ow.
Okay. So, as you start to try and put 2 and 2 together and not get 5, you notice that these instruments are they're not just like going into the ground. They're actually like recording the movement of deep inside the ground. And as you kind of like poke around and Walden kind of shows you what they found inside and you try and like date some of this stuff, you realize that whatever Martha's researching, it seems to be that the last few weeks there's been more activity. You can't really deduce what the activity means, but the charts are changing. And you confirm from one of these charts that she's been missing for about 2 or 3 days.
So, before the festival, even.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Something's been going on for a while.
Is there anything else the charts show? Like, what the fuck is down there that they were so interested in the first place? Enough to set up all this
Is there a
equipment?
basement?
Yeah, let's check for a basement.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Valen goes in to check for a basement.
So as you kind of further poke around the house, you find the cellar. There's steps down to it. It's not really hidden. And down into the cellar, you kind of see like a storage area for these instruments. Some of them are still going, making little scrolls. Can someone roll me Arcana?
I've got a +3 to that.
Mm-hmm.
I got a nothing, but I can still try.
I'll offer the help action.
All right.
To Walden.
Yeah.
Hey, there we go.
There
That's
we go.
what it's about, baby. Hell
Boom,
yeah.
baby. Way to Arcan.
Okay. So you start to realize that these instruments are artificer instruments. You don't understand their purpose very well, other than they're recording something to do with the ground. But you can tell these are artificer like instruments. Like this lady is an artificer, and she seems to be trying to work out something about the ground.
Okay. It's good to know that she's an artificer.
Are these things like you said they're instruments, and then there are scrolls that are automatically being written?
Mm-hmm. Some of them are, yeah, down in
Are
this
they-
basement.
Can I? Is it obvious? Like, okay, this instrument goes with this scroll.
Some of them are literally like the instrument seems to be attached to the scroll and it just seems to feed out slowly.
Okay.
Um,
Are they mobile? Like, can I take one?
You
is that
could
like-
some of the ones upstairs, but these ones are kind of like attached to the instrument.
But the instrument is drilled in the ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
I definitely want to read the write-outs. I mainly am looking to see if whatever they're measuring has been increasing over the last however long.
Okay. Roll me intelligence.
Oh, come on. It was on the 18. Don't fucking do me.
I can also do that,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm. So, Walden, you can't make any sense of this. This artificerousness is just babbled to your barbarianness.
Literally wasn't built for this.
Literally wasn't built for this. Whereas Steve, you can't make out exactly what it is because it just is so integrally different to your druidness.
Mm.
But the lines look bigger, and you nod with wisdom you don't have.
Things still bad, more badly get.
Okay, so the whatever effect they've been tracking has been getting worse over time. There's a good possibility that Martha didn't get kidnapped. Martha may have just left to try to get to the source of this.
Yeah, she probably is just like, yo, there's some shit going down. Does it? What's the weather like? What has the weather been like over the past couple of days? Just regular weathery stuff, not rain, none of that stuff.
It's been relatively mild weather. There's nothing extreme.
Okay. I'm gonna go upstairs and see if there's if it looks like she had packed something to go. Is there I don't know, if there's a hook for a cloak or a staff or something like that, or something that she would normally put stuff. Is it not there, as if she was going away for a while?
Okay, roll me perception. So, from what you understand of the room that you're looking around, it doesn't look like anything's been disturbed, and it doesn't look like there's a struggle. So, whatever happened to Martha hasn't happened in this house.
All right.
Okay.
Was the door locked? The door was locked, I assume, right?
The door was locked.
Yeah, I had to kick it open.
Okay, so... Okay. Are there any maps?
Yeah, we should look for local caves and shit.
I meant in Martha's house.
Roll me investigation.
Any maps or drawings?
Give help on that.
Also, is there anything worth stealing in this place? That's kind of what I've been looking for this whole time.
The whole house.
Roll me sleight of hand.
Well, I haven't found anything worth stealing to try to steal yet. But all right. 19.
So, Steve, you managed to find her kind of desk area, where she keeps her personal items. And you open a drawer, and there's a map, and it looks like things that she would normally have on her to go about town. So there's a pouch in here. There's, a little notebook. And there's also a necklace. Valen, as Steve opens the drawer, you, as sneakily as possible, snatch that necklace.
All right.
Do I notice that?
Roll me perception.
Oh, Mr. Crit.
You do not notice that.
I'm gonna try to read some of that notebook, I guess.
Okay.
See if there's any hints as to where this activity was coming from. I read.
Okay. You open the notebook, and it seems to be somewhat of a diary. And the last entry in this diary says, I shall go look for it there, beyond the broken homes.
All right.
I
I'm on
read
track.
back to get some backstory.
So
Oh, Christ.
So the diary seems to detail her daily life. It doesn't seem to go into her instruments so much, as she has the scrolls to do that and she understands them. But it does kind of tell you roughly what she does day to day. Normally, it seems that she's just obsessed with studying like the ground. Occasionally, she goes around like different areas around the town to kind of take more measurements. But really, she's a bit of a hermit. And the diary entry just before says that she suspects there's something large happening outside of town, and it might not be within the control of her or the other townsfolk. And then the next thing the diary says, I shall go look for it there, beyond the broken homes.
Okay. I
It looks
put
like we
all
got
the
a place to
things
go
back,
now.
close the drawer, relay the information, get out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, I'll try to shut the door as best I can, and then leave a literal mental note to fix this lock later.
Roll me dexterity.
Okay.
As you close the door, you kind of have to lift the bottom of it with your foot, like your toes, to kind of get it back on the latch. It definitely isn't on the latch, but at least the wood's meeting.
Hey, it's something.
Can I like try to help fix the door?
Do you have anything that can do it?
Will. Just logic, I guess.
I'm going to say unless you have wood or blacksmith or any kind of tools that you can use, you can't actually fix it.
I actually have carpenter's tools.
You can fix it.
I normally don't use it for this kinds of thing. And he kind of rummages through his backpack. He's like, I usually use them to get into houses, but you see him just kind of disassemble and put everything back together for the door. He's like, it's better if they don't know you left. You know what I mean? And then he closes the door.
Roll me. Roll me dexterity.
I don't know if I can help, but if I can,
Dick
I do that.
cheese. Oh, he'll help? I'll take it.
I don't know how to do that. Do I just say I help?
It's the help
Yeah.
action, yeah.
Okay, whatever, I do that.
Woo! Thanks, Christmas shits.
Okay, so you managed to actually mend the door. It's as if you never broke in illegally. Hooray!
We
That's kind of
are
my
on the
wheelhouse.
mayor's authority to
Knock on
investigate
No, we're not.
doors. You,
We're not.
you are on the mayor's authority to knock on doors, not to break and enter and
Oh,
steal.
Close
he heard
enough.
knock over doors. See,
Okay, well,
yeah,
I look
sometimes
at Val
the
and I say
wiring
thank you
gets,
very much.
gets frizzled, you see.
Very sincerely, I say thank you.
Well, no problem. It's literally what I do. You break into someplace, make sure they don't know you left. Or wherever they are in the first place, rather, to be fair.
And I guess this is a good time to go back to the inn and eat a big crab leg.
Yes,
Yeah.
our crab should be done. I know Bigum's here is always hungry, so let's go. And Cat taps Yogg on the shoulder.
I just realized only me and you can eat.
No, he can eat too. Yorg, but yeah.
Can he?
Yeah, Yorg is a Goliath. He can fucking eat.
Oh, I thought he was a Warforged too.
No, that was Vulture.
Oh, okay, sorry. My B.
No, that's alright. But yeah, is this where we call it?
Okay. As you reach the tavern, fresh steamed garlic and lemon crab claw meat seems to be ready plated up and is uncovered on your table.
Oh wow.
Yeah, go absolute ham on that.
Yeah.
There you
Glenn
go, crab on it.
Glenn cheerfully waddles up to you all and kind of says, "The mayor has told me all about your bed and board, and if you ever find more illustrious meat such as this, do let me know." And kind of swades away.
Well, no, I'd give him here. Dig in. I'm not eating 20 pounds of crab meat.
40. Well, there's probably a lot of shell there too. Fair.
Regardless, there's more than enough. I'm perfectly fine with sharing my portion with the patrons.
Nah, he just kind of like knows it's a losing argument and waves it off. Do what you want. He's just like fucking gluttonously shoving shit in his face, like whole chunks into butter. Like he has no gives a fuck.
Glenn decides that he will join you and brings you all a round of mead.
Nice. Hell yeah. Just drinking and eating.
Well, thank you very much, Glenn. It's always been a pleasure with your hospitality.
No worries. I'm glad to be of service sometimes, at least, anyway. But anyway, I'm glad that you guys got back safe, and I heard the news. Ria's back as well.
Yes. I tell him some of the story. And, yes, we found her in the swamp. Hopefully we're...
He listens excitedly and gets out his lute and starts strumming a few chords and makes a little bardic tale of your heroic adventure.
Excellent bardic tale. I do a furbog dance. Don't know what it is, but I'm guessing it's shuffling.
I like it. I like to think that it involves your hands and knees. It's that kind of dance.
Yes. It's very shuffly.
You know.
Have any of you ever played WoW, World of Warcraft?
I have.
Okay, I'm imagining that Tauren dance where they just go side to side and move their hands around.
Sadly, I think I actually know what you're talking about.
Yeah, literally. Oh no.
Okay.
And with that, another day ends in the town of Lapshire.
Yeah.
All
Good
right.
times.
Oof.
You are now level 2.
Woo! All
All I had
right.
to do was decapitate a man.
All right. Now we got to roll for hit points before we go. And since
I don't think we're rolling for hit points in this. I think it's fixed.
oh, all right, then cool, super dope. I'm happy about that. All right. Then on that note, we will talk about what we're doing later. Yeah. Anybody have anything they want to say?
No, I'm
Those
good.
are good times.
It was
I'm
fun.
gonna need help leveling up.
Sessions with Sage and the Swamp Man.
Sessions with Sage and the Swamp Man. That was beautifully done. Yeah, thank you for joining us. This has been Vagabond Gaming with Sage taking the helm of the Hill of Bones. So remember, life happens in every direction. Let's be open and loving. All right, now I have the button ready. Bye.